What's up everyone, OJ here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Monolith Soft and what their 2019 plans are going to be. So if you haven't checked out my previous video that I talked about Monolith Soft and what's next for them, make sure you do so after watching this one. I'll also have a link to it in the description below. But today I want to talk particularly about 2019 and my own opinion of Monolith Soft and what they could potentially be doing. So for those who don't know, Monolith Soft, once again, Xenoblade franchise. This is a subsidiary of Nintendo. Monolith Soft, they are some of the most talented and best developers in the industry when it comes to Japanese RPG development. They went all the way back to roots in like Secret of Mana, Chrono Trigger, and many other greats over there at Square Enix, because that's the studio that they were working for Square Enix before they dissolved and kind of formed their own thing. So let's go ahead and get into what I think they could be doing and what's up with the Xeno franchise. So Xenoblade Chronicles 2, that was the last release from them outside of Torn of the Golden Country. That's obviously an expansive, amazing game. If you haven't checked out Xenoblade Chronicles 2, definitely make sure you do so. And I've actually been talking to a lot of people online via Twitter and stuff that say, yo, OJ, you were the one that got me to purchase Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and I'm so happy that I did, because this game is awesome. Even still to this point with this game, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 going on its second year this December, people are still buying the game, people are still enjoying it, and then getting into Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torn at the Golden Country, which to me is the ultimate Xenoblade game when it comes to presentation, when it comes to style and everything like that. The game is just absolutely phenomenal. If you have not played Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torn of the Golden Country, or just Torn of the Golden Country like I like to say, please make sure you go out there and do that. That game is awesome. You can buy it standalone or digital standalone, so it has retail and also digital. So let's go ahead and talk about their new IP and then potentially their E3 plan. So they did reveal that they're working on something new. We had this artwork, which I guess could be interpreted as a new IP. That's what everyone's kind of leading to believe, that Monolith Soft has some type of new IP that they're cooking up, a fantasy game. But then they started talking about the descriptions and what they're looking for with job profiles and everything, and it might seem like it could be a Xenoblade game, even with this new IP, or this new artwork, I should say, this new artwork that they've shown off. But I think that the kind of area where people are thinking that Xenoblade could go to, or Monolith Soft could go to, is more of the sword and shield traditional type of combat with magic added in. So think more Final Fantasy and less maybe mechs, or less futuristic like Xenoblade usually is. And I wouldn't be surprised if this new IP or this new game from this artwork ends up being like that. Because remember guys, there's no solid guarantee that this game, this new artwork, is not a Xenoblade game. And maybe it's Xenoblade, which I guess wouldn't be a new IP, but they completely reboot what they want to do, or it's a complete side thing to what we see in normal Xenoblade games. So that can definitely be a possibility with this one here. Now, what's going down with E3 though? I think that's the biggest thing that everybody wants to know when it comes to Monolith Soft and what's going down with what they're going to announce this year. Is there going to be anything, and could something happen at E3? So I'm thinking, based off of some recent listings that we've seen, Monolith Soft is staffing up near 200 people. They've been adding all sorts of artists, and they've been adding people who can like level design, all the different stuff that you need to make an amazing Monolith Soft experience. They've been hiring like crazy. So I'm guessing that they're gearing up for a reveal of their new game or whatever they're doing sometime this year. Now, will it be at E3? Is this a E3 showcase type of game? It could be, potentially, it could be. Nintendo has shown off Xenoblade Chronicles at multiple E3s now, being a centerpiece in 2017, but also having a nice little block in E3 2018 with Torn of the Golden Country. So could they centerpiece it? Maybe, but there's a multitude of games that have already been announced that are big hitters for this year that I think Nintendo will focus on at E3, and that's games like Animal Crossing. You also have Pokemon, Luigi's Mansion. All of these games are coming out this year, and I think that those are going to be the centerpieces of E3. Could we get the first tease of Monolith Soft's new project, like maybe like a Metroid Prime 4 type of thing? Maybe we could. Maybe we actually get a tease where you see like a model, they have like a short little teaser trailer and show off what they're going to be doing. I think fans have been waiting when it comes to it, because we did know about Torn of the Golden Country. We did know that there's going to be some type of expansion, and it seemed like that was going to be the route that they were going to take based on how much they referenced the past and Adam and all of that. So that wasn't hard to figure out. So I think that showing the fans something new, because it's been, what, 2 years now? We've been going on Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for 2 years, and seeing their new project, it would be awesome. It would be awesome if they did show it off at E3, but I am about 50% or lower. I don't think that it's a guaranteed set or done deal that we're going to see anything that Monolith Soft does at E3, just because, like I said, there's those other games that people have really been wanting to get more information on. Animal Crossing, Pokemon, those games are going to be huge. Those are going to be big, multi-million unit sellers. They're going to push systems. So maybe Nintendo waits till the September or fall direct. If you guys don't remember, there was a lot of people that were angry about last year's direct because Nintendo didn't show enough new games or enough stuff, and it was really heavily concentrated on Super Smash Brothers. Well, they did show a lot of games, but all the games that were revealed were leaked beforehand through rumors and stuff like that, or just leaked outright. So it kind of ruined the surprise for some people. So it took away some of the impact of the reveals. So I think that with this year upcoming, you also have to remember E3 is just one thing. It's a big show. It's what Nintendo does. They do E3 well for the most part. And I get that people want to see everything at E3, but that's just not the case all the time, guys. Like I said with last year and even times before, it's just not the case. They always hold some of their cards, or their games in this case, close to their chest. So I think that the Monolith Soft reveal could be one of those games. You also have to remember that like games like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was first announced not at E3, it was announced at a March Direct. So there's always going to be huge announcements. Nintendo doesn't peg everything on E3. There's going to be announcements throughout the year. We're going to get directs throughout the year. I mean, we still haven't even had a mini direct yet, not counting the whole Pokemon thing. That's completely different. That's a Pokemon direct. So where is a mini direct going to pop up, or are mini directs out of the question? Does Nintendo not want to do them anymore? Because the mini direct that we got last year, people didn't respond nicely to that one either, even though there was some great announcements there. The World Ends With You. We also had Dark Souls as well. There were some great announcements at that direct, but people were still upset and saying, oh, show us more, show us more. So maybe they go with the current format that they're doing with the big directs, and maybe they have those 2 to 3 times a year. And if you combine the E3, then you have all the different announcements that you could want. But I think that's kind of what we're going towards, right? It's not going to be one direct is like the be all end all, or one direct is the amazing hardcore direct that Nintendo really shows their cards. Then the other directs are mini directs, or it's E3, or they just showcase games that they've already announced. I think that it's going to be spread out throughout the year. And then when you combine everything that they've talked about for the year, you'll realize that, yo, that's actually a really good plan to talk about games like that. So basically, what I'm trying to get at here is that I personally feel that we probably won't see 50% or lower. So I'm guessing 50% or lower, that we won't see what Monolith Soft is working at E3, and maybe we see that at a direct, like a September direct or an October direct. We see that there where they reveal the game for the first time and whatever it's going to be. And based on whatever they do decide to do, whether it's a new Xenoblade game, whether it's going to be a brand new IP, I'm just excited for it. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking about, well, maybe they can show off something else at E3. Maybe we finally get like a Xenoblade Chronicles X port. And I would say that that is more likely. Maybe they reveal that, hey, we're working on Xenoblade Chronicles X, it's coming out at this time, or whatever the case is. And also we'll have the first reveal or a teaser for the next thing that they're doing, but it's not like a full reveal of their game. They're just staffing up, and I think that they want to wait just a little bit more time. And there's so many other huge impact games that are probably going to be at E3. I think it might be good to just kind of hold on to that for a September direct or for a fall direct, and then you can kind of reveal that. But I'm not opposed. I'm thinking that more of like a port of something else might be more likely for E3 if they were going to give us anything, because they've been quiet for a while, right? We haven't really heard anything new since they released that Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torn of the Golden Country expansion. We've heard nothing from them. So I think that if they were going to give us something, maybe we get an announcement of a Xenoblade Chronicles export. I know a lot of people want that. There's no information on that, and they actually already talked about it and said, yo, this would actually be really tough to do. It would be hard to get Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Nintendo Switch, so there's no guarantee that's going to happen at all, and there really hasn't been any information on it either. But it's just one of those things where I think maybe if they were going to have an announcement, maybe it's that, because so many people want that. And if you look at the Nintendo Switch and kind of what it is and what they can do to improve that game if they brought it over, I think it's a perfect fit for the Switch. It's like one of the most perfect Wii U to Switch ports that you could do is Xenoblade Chronicles X, just because of some of the design flaws that that game had with the Wii U gamepad and the Nintendo Switch. So we'll see what happens at E3. We'll see what they reveal. I'm thinking, once again, guys, just kind of go over everything. I'm thinking that they're going to have a Monolith Soft presence at E3, but I'm not sure if it's going to be their new game or if it's going to be a port. More kind of leaning towards that, Xenoblade Chronicles X, and then maybe we get a tease of their new game, and then we actually get a reveal, the first trailer of their new game at a fall Nintendo Direct, maybe with a release in early 2020. We'll have to wait and see what just goes down, but I'm just taking some shots here. I'm not really sure. What are you guys' thoughts? What do you guys think? Do you think Monolith Soft is going to bring the goods at E3? You think there's going to be a Xenoblade Chronicles export, a new game tease, a new game reveal at E3 from Monolith Soft, or do you think it's going to wait for later in the year? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the internet in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.